think about you, yeah.
Hey y'all, so I'm starting off with the Fenty Beauty Primer, and this is the Makeup Revolution Primer. It's oil droplets, so I'm going to take that, rub it into my skin so I can get some hydration before I put on that mattifying primer by Fenty Beauty. Rubbing that in. Now I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Primer, and I'm putting that in my T-zone. Now I'm taking the Cover FX primer, and I'm just filling in my pores to make sure that that isn't shown. Now I'm going in with this Cover FX foundation and this Juno Cove Velvet Sponge, and I'm blending that in. Make sure that you get this everywhere. You don't want to miss any spots. I'm going to the other side and I'm putting some over there as well, and I'm blending. Gonna make sure to get that forehead. I've been seeing a lot of people skipping their forehead when they do their foundation routine. It's very important to get the forehead unless you have bangs or something is covering it. Okay? All right now. Now I'm going back in with another layer just so I can build up some of that coverage, and I'm going to go back in and I'm going to blend. It's important to blend because you want this to be seamless. You don't want to see any lines of demarcation. You don't want this to look like it's cake face galore. You want this to look like skin honey. So go ahead and blend until you can't blend anymore, honey. It's very important. It's importante, honey. Now get those ears because you don't want that to be a different color, and make sure you also get under that chin because again, you don't want to look like you have a mask on, so blend, honey. Now I'm going in with the Too Faced Multitasking Concealer in the shade Warm Sand. All the products will be down below in the description bar. Hitting the upper forehead, the bridge of my nose, the upper lip, and my chin. Now I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm taking this shade and I'm putting it in the areas where I want some warmth, where I want my face to be more chiseled. That's what I'm doing here, and I'm going to apply it until I get the opacity that I want. You can use any contour shade or a palette for this. I like to use a more warm than cool tone color. Now I'm going in and I'm blending out that forehead concealer, and I'm making sure that I'm blending it into the contour shade, and I'm also using the butt with the foundation to blend it in so it's seamless. Now I'm getting the edge of the concealer that's under my eyes because I still want the concealer that's under my eyes to set some more. Then I blend under the eyes, take the rest of the concealer onto my eyelid so I can prime, and then I continue to blend. I do that to the other side as well. And then I blend, making sure that everything is seamless, taking the foundation part of the sponge and blending it. Now I'm taking some more concealer, hitting under the eyes so I can get the coverage that I'm looking for. And then I blend some more. Blending, it's all about the blending, y'all. That's really what makes your makeup come out great. So now I'm taking some setting powder. I'm taking the excess onto the back of my hand, and then I'm going onto the areas where I put the concealer. And I'm setting all those areas. I'm really just setting everywhere where I put concealer, and I'm also making sure that I get it properly distributed under my eyes and my tear duct because I tend to have issues there. So I make sure I add extra powder there, and I hit my upper lip, my chin, and my smile lines because that's where I crease. Now I'm blending in that powder. I'm blending out the concealer above my eyes, and then I'm setting that as well. And then I hit the rest of my face and I make sure that that's set as well. Now I'm taking the Fenty Beauty powder in Honey, and I'm making sure that I set the rest of my face so it's matte. Hit my upper lip because I tend to sweat. Now I'm taking the Sephora Micro Smooth powder and I'm blending everything in so it's smooth and seamless and it looks like skin. Now I'm taking this black Radiance contour kit and I'm taking the contour shade with this brush. I usually don't use this brush, so you're gonna see that I'm gonna have some issues with that, but I'll fix it later in the video. I'm going to contour the areas where I really want that chiseled look, honey. So I hit the jawline, I hit my forehead, under my chin, and make sure I try to blend that out a bit. But of course, with this brush, it wasn't really working. So I move on to the bronzer, and I take the bronzer and I put that on top of, but also a little bit above the contour shade to help just even that out and to blend that together. But like I said, here I am trying to fix what I made a mistake in. So I get a powder brush and I try to diffuse that a bit, blend that out, and then I chisel that jawline with some powder so it can be more defined, and then I blend it out some more. Now I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics blush palette. I'm going to put the blush right above the contour, but also a little bit on top of it. I'm going to do that to both sides to make sure that it's even. And then I'm going to blend that out, put a little bit on my forehead. And now I'm going to take this highlighter from Juvia's Place. I'm going to take the lid because I don't want too much product. And I'm going to go ahead and highlight my pudgy little nose. I love this highlight. It's so pretty and it melts into the skin so good. Now I'm hitting my cheeks. I'm making sure that I'm doing the high points of my cheek because I want the light to hit that area in particular. And I make sure that I blend that right on in. But you don't really have to do much with this highlight. It's so good. All the products will be in the description box. Now I'm taking this facial lotion by Trader Joe's, putting that on my sponge, and now I'm going to blend that into my face. This really helps with making the foundation look like skin. It melts that powder down and it looks so good, y'all. Try this trick and let me know what you think. I love this. I haven't done it in a while, but it's such a good trick. I need to do it more often, to be honest. Now I'm taking this Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. I'm taking the mustard color in the palette and I'm putting that all over my crease, my upper crease. Blend, 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 blend. Again, blending is the most important part. So now I take this shade and I go a little bit lower and I put that in my crease and my outer crease, and I do this so I can add some more dimension, and I just build up that color so I can get the opacity that I want. And I do that to both sides. That's basically what's going on right here. Make sure you take your time and build the color up. You don't want to start off too strong. It's better to do less and build than to do too much because you can't take it away, y'all. Blend, honey, blends. Now I'm taking the other brush with the mustard color on it and I'm blending those two shades together. Now I'm taking this color right here and I'm going to put that a little bit below the color I just put down so I can add more depth. Isn't this an easy look, y'all? Let me know if you like it. If you like the video so far, go ahead and like this video. Now I'm taking this NYX multitasking thing right here and I'm putting it on my eyelid before I put on my shimmer shade. Here I am putting on this shimmer shade. It's like a copper color. So pretty. I love it. It's one of my favorite colors from the palette. What you do to one eye, you do to the other, y'all. I'm sure that you know this. You don't need me to tell you. Now I'm taking that color, the last matte color I put on, and I'm blending the shimmer shade and that matte together. Now what I did to the top, I'm doing now to the bottom, but I'm doing it in reverse. So I'm starting with the darker colors and then I go with the lighter colors. Without the shimmer, of course. Blend it on out. Now I'm taking some eyeliner. Sorry about the lighting, y'all. And I'm taking some mascara. This is the Maybelline Colossal Mascara. Love this mascara. Layering that on. This is me fixing my mistakes. I tend to do this as I go along. Well, not mistakes, but you know. Now I'm contouring my nose because I forgot to do that. Gonna snatch that little pudge a little bit, but not too much. I don't like a pinched nose. Still want to keep the natural nose look. I contour around the highlight that I put down. And now I'm going to take a brush with some powder and I'm going to go ahead and chisel around the contour that I just did so it looks more defined. Dusting that powder away and also setting around that. Now I'm following back up just so I can get the opacity that I want with the contour on my nose. And now I'm blending it out. Going back in with some highlight because I lost a little bit of that. And now I'm spraying that face down, y'all. Now let's get into these brows. I'm using the Benefit Precisely brow pencil. And I'm just going to be filling in my brows. I've learned that with my brows, because I have full brows, I have to do a couple strokes and then brush through to see my progress because I don't want to do too much and have a bush brow. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. Just doing some strokes, filling it in, brushing them out, and assessing. Now I'm going to take some concealer. I'm using the Too Faced concealer, but I'm using butterscotch this time. And I'm just going to clean up my brows to make sure that any of the mistakes that I made, I fix that. And I'm also going to outline them so that they show more and they look more, you know, there, like bam. Now I'm going to take this Fenty Trophy Wife highlighter and I'm going to put that in my inner tear duct because we just want a little bit more of a pizzazz. It just looks super nice. Does anybody else put an inner corner highlight, or is it just me? I'm layering that on, and I'm going to use these eyelashes that I got from TJ Maxx or Marshalls. They are a dupe for the Ardell lashes. I'm using the Duo Lash adhesive that has no latex, and I'm putting that on here. Sorry that I'm using my mirror, but that's the only way that I can do my lashes, so it had to be done, y'all. It just had to be done. But I apologize. I'm pinching my lashes together so that they can go together seamlessly and you don't see the difference between my lashes and the lash band. Now I'm going and I'm doing the other lash here. Fixing up my brow because I noticed the mistake. Don't mind me singing, y'all. I hope that's not too distracting. And now I'm putting on my other lash. Again, pinching them together so that you can't see the difference between the two. Now I'm going in with a brown lip liner from NYX Cosmetics. I like to use a darker brown so it can give me a, not a 90s look, but close enough. I need the depth, you know? So I'm just tracing my lips. This has changed in my routine now. I overline a little bit because it gives you a little bit more of a pout. But here I'm just following my natural lip line. And I'm going in with this orange, a deep orange lip gloss. And I got this from the 99-cent store, y'all. See, cheap. I'm here for a good discount, honey. If y'all want me to do a makeup tutorial with, drugstore makeup, let me know. So this is the final look, y'all. Let me know how I did. If you like this look, go ahead and like this video. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments. And please don't forget to subscribe, y'all. I feel like I did a good job. Look at me. I feel cute, y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Bye.
How can that be?